When your flight falls apart, an airline employee is legally required to tell you something. Most of them never say it. They say the flight is canceled. They say they can rebook you. They say, here is a credit for your trouble. And then they stop talking, right before the one sentence that would put cash back in your pocket instead of a voucher in your wallet. That missing sentence is not an accident. It is the whole business model. Let me finish it for them. Almost everyone takes the voucher. The flight dies at the gate, or it slides 3, 4, 5 hours past the time printed on your ticket, and someone behind a counter slides a credit toward you with a tired smile, and you take it. You take it because the line behind you is long, because you just want to get home, because it feels like the only thing on offer. Millions of travelers do exactly that every year. They fold the little slip into a wallet and walk away, and they never ask the question that would have changed the whole moment. You are about to ask it. And here is the quiet thing you have carried without saying out loud. Standing at that counter, you felt it. That small, nagging sense that the paper in your hand was worth less than the money that left your account. That you had just been handed a leash instead of a refund. You could not prove it, so you swallowed it and told yourself that is simply how flying works now. Let me tell you something. That feeling was not paranoia. That feeling was you being right. You did not miss your rights because you are careless. You missed them because the whole moment was built, so you would. The voucher comes first. The refund is never named. The default is designed to look like the only door in the room. They do not even have to lie because the silence does the lying for them. And most people walk straight through that fake door and call it a choice. So look again at that voucher. That harmless little credit, good for a year, blackout dates buried in the fine print, useless for the one airline you swore you would never fly again. It looks like a gift. It is not a gift. It is a substitute, quietly slipped in where your money was supposed to go. And by the time this is over, you will know exactly what they can never force into your hand instead of cash. Here is the sentence they left unfinished, and it is not vague. The Department of Transportation put a rule in force that is live right now, and it is blunt. When an airline cancels your flight or changes it in a way the government calls significant, and you do not accept what they offer instead, you are owed a refund. Not a credit, not a voucher. A refund in the same form you paid. If it left your account as a card charge, it comes back as a card charge. If it left as cash, it comes back as cash. They do not get to decide that for you. Now hold on to that word, significant, because this is where they count on your silence. A significant change is not a mood. It has hard edges the government drew on purpose. If your departure or arrival moves more than 3 hours on a domestic flight, that is significant. On an international flight, more than 6 hours. If they switch your departure or arrival airport on you, significant. If they add a connection where you had a straight shot, significant. If they drop you from the cabin you paid for down into a lower one, significant. Cross any single one of those lines, and you do not have to argue about whether you deserve your money. You already do. And it gets better, because you were never supposed to be the one chasing it. Under this rule, the refund is automatic. The airline is required to tell you that you have the right to a refund before they ever wave a voucher in your face. They are supposed to hand you the truth first. Read that again. The company is legally required to say the very thing they are hoping you never learn. So, when they lead with the credit and go quiet about the cash, that is not generosity. That is the missing sentence, left out on purpose, and they are betting your patience runs out before your knowledge kicks in. There is even a clock on it. Once that refund is owed and you have turned down their alternative, they do not get to sit on your money. If you paid by credit card, it is due within 7 business days. If you paid another way, within 20 calendar days. So the next time a voice on the phone tells you it will take 6 to 8 weeks, you will know that sentence is not a policy. It is a stall. And that voucher, if you ever do choose to take one, cannot be the flimsy thing it used to be. Under the rule, a travel credit has to stay valid for at least 5 years. So all those dead expired credits rotting in your drawer from years past were not just bad luck. Many of them were the old game, the exact one this rule was written to end. It does not stop at the ticket either. Think about the bag. You paid a fee to check it, you watched it vanish down the belt, and at the other end it simply was not there. That fee is not theirs to keep. If your checked bag is significantly delayed, the airline has to refund what you paid to carry it. On a domestic trip, that clock lands around 12 hours after you touch down. On international routes, it stretches longer, somewhere in the range of 15 to 30 hours, depending on the distance. One catch: you cannot skip. You have to file a mishandled baggage report with the airline before you leave the airport, because that report is the thing that switches the refund on. No report, no trigger. And every little extra you bought and never got. The seat you paid to pick and never received. The Wi-Fi that never connected once. The upgrade, the entertainment screen that stayed black the whole flight. You paid for a service. They did not deliver it. That fee is refundable, and almost nobody asks, because the amounts feel too small to fight over. Small to you. Multiply it across a full plane, every flight, every day, and you start to see why nobody at the counter ever volunteers it. Now here is the honest part, because you deserve the shape of the whole thing, not just the flattering half. This is where an agent gets to tell you it does not apply, and sometimes, narrowly, they are right. If you are the one who cancels, these protections do not cover you. If you accept the rebooking, or take the voucher of your own free will, you made your choice, and the refund door closes behind you. And this rule refunds what you paid. It is not the European system, where a long delay can force an airline to write you a real check on top of your ticket, money for the hours they cost you. That fight was on the table here recently, and it got pulled back. So do not expect a payout for your ruined afternoon. Expect your money back. Those are two different things, and knowing the difference is exactly what stops you from being talked in circles. One more honest line, because it matters. A canceled flight owes you a refund no matter the reason, even weather, even the things outside their control. But the hotel, the meal, the ride when you are stranded overnight, those come from each airline's own promises, not from this rule, and they vary. So this is the general shape of the machine. Your own situation can carry details that change the picture. And if serious money or a real dispute is on the line, put your specifics in front of someone qualified to look at them. This rule is your floor. It is not your whole house. Because when you strip it all down, look at what you are holding now. You are not the tired person at the counter taking whatever gets slid across it. You never were helpless. You were only uninformed. And that was the entire point. And now it is gone. The next time a flight collapses in front of you, you will not flinch. You will decline the voucher out loud. You will say the words original form of payment. You will name the 3-hour line, the 6-hour line, the automatic refund, and you will watch the whole tone of the conversation shift. Because the second they realize, the game they were running simply stops working. Hold on to that feeling, the one standing you a full head taller than you were 5 minutes ago. If it landed, if you can feel the shift, subscribe, and leave a comment with the airline that once handed you a voucher you should have refused. Because saying it out loud is how the next traveler learns to refuse it too. And then stay close, because the counter is only the first place they count on your silence. The next thing they are quietly praying you never find out is what they owe you the moment you get bumped from a flight you were fully checked in for. And there is a number attached to that one that they will do almost anything to keep you from ever saying out loud. That is where we go next.